Okay. Some ASMR for you. Okay, so I was just outside, right? Just a funny story. I was outside. I was having a really good old time, you know? Took my computer outside, and we have like a bench outside my house. Yeah, we have a bench outside my house in like the middle of the yard. And I took my computer out there, and I was writing down like some quotes to put on my wall because I'm gonna paint them later. That's besides the point. I was just like, oh, it's so pretty outside today, right? And so my dog started like barking and would not stop. And so she was running around the yard, and we don't have a fence in our backyard. So like she was just running around. I was like, what the heck? And other dogs started to bark. And I was like, okay, so like who's here? Because they only bark when someone's here. So I hear like little kid, well, I don't hear like little kids. I hear like voices like yelling and playing, right? I was like, wait, what the heck? Ow, ow, ow. And so I turn around. We live on a bayou, or like a draining ditch or whatever. So I turn around, and literally there was a guy and a girl, and they were like probably 11 or 12, and I see their heads like coming up from the bayou. And I'm like riding, I'm having the time of my life. I look over and I see like their heads pop up out of the bayou, and I'm like, what the heck? And so they looked at me, and like they were kind of in our yard, but I don't mind. I really don't mind. I could care less. And so like they looked at me and they waved at me, and I waved at them like they knew me, and I was like, I don't know you. My dog started chasing them. And so I get up and I'm like, Maggie, come back. So when she comes back, and the kids walk, like, they come up fully out of the bayou. So they're not in the bayou. They're, like, on the side of our yard. And they're walking down, and we have, like, further land down there, I guess, or whatever. And they were walking down there, and I was like, I don't know. It was just funny to me. And then I came inside, and now I'm gonna paint here, I'll show you. So I wrote out 3 of them. These have literally been on my mind for a while. So besides one I just, long story, but basically that new movie, 5 Feet Apart, it's about CF patients, right? And so it wasn't like based off of this girl, but her name was Claire, okay? And she had CF. You can look it up if you don't know what it is, but I'm not gonna try to explain it. And so the director who, like, you know, shot the movie and stuff, met Claire. And it's not based off of her, but like it's inspired by, I should say that, it's inspired by her, you know? So I thought that was really cool. And so she said this one quote like a month or 2 before she died. And I was like, that is so, like, oh, and it's so true. And like, I try to tell my mom this all the time. I'm like, you can't avoid death. Like, this isn't gonna be like really deep or whatever, but you can't avoid death. Like, it's gonna happen. And you want to live your life and do all this stuff so you can be proud of how you lived your life, you know? And so she literally, she put it in amazing words. And I'm horrible at pronunciating things, okay? I can't pronounce this word, okay? And so it's driving me crazy because I understand what it means. It's saying that you can't, it's like, okay. I can't pronounce it. Okay, it says, the quote, oh, hold on. Okay, the quote is, death is inevitable. There. Don't ask me to say it again. I can't do it again. So it said, death is inevitable. Yeah. And then it says, but living a life that we are proud of, that's something that we can actually control, by Claire Wyland. I was like, that is so sad. But it's like so true. And it's like, you want to do, I say like a lot. I'm sorry for that. You want to do as much as you can while you're alive. And a really creepy white van just pulled up to my driveway. It's like, maybe he's looking for them kids. I don't know, but anyway, this thing just, so yeah, I wrote that one out and I'm gonna paint it. It's literally just a quote and I'm gonna go over it and paint it. And then the other one, I'm gonna cut in half because they're just like this, yeah. And then, you know that song that's like, I love you, a bushel and a peck, and a hungry, yeah. That is what I wrote out. I wrote out like the chord, like the first little part of that song, because my grandma used to sing that to my mom, and my mom used to sing that to me, and so paint that. And then, if you don't know, if you don't like go to our school and you wouldn't know what this means, I just wrote Boko up because that means a lot to me. And it's just a really long story behind it, but just wear your seatbelt. That's all I'm gonna say, because I don't want to get into it. If I do, then I'm gonna cry, and I really don't want to cry. So, yeah. Ooh, today's been a weird day, but like I'm so thankful that it's just so pretty. It is so pretty outside. I'm so happy that we can live. I'm so grateful. I know that I can be mean sometimes because I get a little feisty, but I don't mean it intentionally. I honestly do not mean to be rude or anything intentionally, but sometimes I do, and I'm happy for the friends that actually confront me about it, because like, I'm not gonna be mean. I'm not gonna be mean. It's okay. It's fine. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Oh, this is a really long video. I realized my longest video in here is like 9, oh, what is that? Oh yeah, I was sitting outside and pollen was falling. Oh, it was just, ugh. Pollen was falling in my hair. Anyway, I realized that my longest video is 9 minutes long. I'm like, how can I talk for 9 minutes? But here I am talking for almost 8 minutes, so. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say, and okay, I'm gonna end this here because I really need to paint this, and I have a lot of homework to do. I still have a project. I have a history project that I need to do, so I'm gonna work on that, and I have math homework, and I have a little English, but not too much. I just have to finish something I didn't finish in class, and